Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's 10:30. I have had a little bit of a morning. I couldn't get motivated again this morning. And then I was trying to edit today's video that I just posted, and it crashed, not once, but 3 times. My phone crashed as I was trying to edit, so that was great. So we are just getting to opening Advents and all of the things, but that's all right because it's Friday and Fridays are great. Drinking some coffee with peppermint mocha creamer. It says, "So much fun." I got this one from Target last year, the year before last. So good. Want to try to make this a little bit quicker because my videos have been kind of long. And I don't think, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to keep going. So, have not tried yesterday's tea, but tried the 2 days before. So I'm going to pull out today's tea and then see if Christopher wants to try today's and yesterday's with me again. Because I had a lot of fun with that. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I am Elizabeth, run with Hooks and Yarn. You can find me on all of the socials as Run with Hooks and Yarn or Elizabeth Owen Wren. Follow me, tag me if you want, or whatever all the things are. I don't know. I'm a little out of it this morning. But anyway, tea. Let's find day 5 is right here. It's actually right here next to day 1. So ooh, so this one, let me put this down. This one is called Lover's Tea. It is black tea with apple and spices. An indulgent, voluptuous black tea with apple and spices. Look at that. So maybe he will want to try it with me. Or maybe I'll just keep this one for myself because I'm a big fan of black tea. And actually, well, and this is a green tea, and he's a fan of green tea, so maybe, you know what? We'll figure it out. Tea. Now, let's open this one from Christopher. I'm really hoping for not yarn, but I bet it's yarn. It's yarn again. I don't know what color it is, but just from the way it sounds. It's blue. Blue yarn. So we have white, red, green, black, and blue. A dark blue. Not sure. Still kind of want to make some of those glass ornaments. At least one with it. So maybe we'll do that later. Can't get it back in. Hold on. So maybe we'll make that a project for one of the days later this month. But I'm also kind of rushing through this because I really want to show you the crochet northeasterly. So the truffle tree is beautiful, guys. Look at that. Look how beautiful. It is so pretty. It's like perfect fall colors. And the whole thing looks, I'm going to fold it in half. The whole thing is just stunning. I think I'm going to go 2 more days high. I'm going to stand up and see if it's as tall as me. And then if it is, I'm going to start back down here at the beginning and maybe it'll start to take shape. And I'm really excited about it. But this was so much fun. I have enjoyed this project. It makes me happy. I feel like I can just go and go and go on it. It's great. So that's the day 4. Let's open day 5. Okay, so the boxes are a little bit different. Day 5 and on. So like the first 4 were in like this. And the rest of them are like this. So after I get this one pulled out, I'm going to put it underneath and bring this box up to make later getting out of the boxes easier. So let's open it. Don't want to look at the yarn until we know the name. It is the Onceler from the Lorax. Are we ready? Ooh. This is pretty. It is like dark and spooky almost. It's like black and green. There is not any like purple or anything in it. It is black and green and gray. It is gonna look so good next to these fall colors. But the Onceler, again, if you've seen the Lorax, you know. If not, go watch the Lorax. So we'll get this caked up today and we'll get it done. I did get one color on each of my Advent socks. So here are, let me pull these around a little bit. I don't want you to see the next color because this is what I'm actually going to be working on next. So the colors for these, we have a red for the Freckled Whimsy and a dark purple. So I'm really excited. These are they're turning out great. And it looks like, let me just double check. Both of these are into the stockinette portion of the sock. We've got the cuff all done, so yay! Don't know why I did this, whatever. And then the Always Be Kind, you've probably already seen it, but the Always Be Kind was a purple. Which one is this? Is this the elf? Yeah. So the next color I'm hoping to get on today. You probably just saw it. And again, anyway, really, really loving these. But what I want to show you the most is the hat. The Boston Pass. Pretty sure it's the Boston Pass. I worked on this last night at a meeting. I like to knit when I go to my AA meetings because it helps me to keep my hands busy so my brain can pay attention, because I have some pretty serious ADHD and ADD, and if my hands are busy, my brain can focus. But if like they're not, I get all fidgety, my brain goes all crazy, and I struggle to pay attention. So I took it with me and I got the brim done. Look how beautiful this is. I don't want it to fall in my coffee. Look how beautiful this is. It's a twisted rib, 1x1, and then it goes up into some stockinette, but like here's the stockinette. It's so pretty. But part of it, like it's going to be this front part is going to still have some of that twisted rib, and then it's going to like come up in kind of a triangle. And then it's, a couple rounds of stockinette all the way at the top, and then, and decreasing it. So I'm really, really thoroughly enjoying this project. I've also decided, because I didn't even think about if one skein of yarn would work for this. I hope it will. But if not, I have a purple and I have a blue and a pink that match the speckles in here. And I'll just pick one of those if I end up running out of yarn. But I got this done. I really want to work on this today, but we'll see. So super, super fun. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. We've got some Vlogmases on in the background. I've watched Nitty Natty, Brazos Fiberworks, Knit All the Yarn. I think I've watched another one, but I have a list of some others that I need to get going. It looks like I've got Sock Witchery up next, and then a Homespun House and Mama Just Knits. I know those are on the schedule, or they have been released for today. So I want to watch those. I also realized that I haven't watched any By the Lakeside, so I'm gonna have to like get caught up with that. Yay! I also have this still. I still want to make my DK socks this weekend. So I don't work this weekend. I do need to get a run in. I just talked to my coach. We're gonna go back to run and try to get some runs in this weekend, like 45 minutes, just some real easy. I might go run at the trail because trail running is, it's my favorite. So I might go see if I can see some of my girls and run at the trail, because that would just make my soul happy. I also work at the yarn store this weekend on Sunday, and I'm not getting my kids. It's actually technically their dad's weekend. Their dad had them last weekend for the holiday, and you know, they're old enough, they can make their own decisions if they want to go see him or not. I feel like there's like lines from the lights. If there are, I'm sorry. But anyway, my goal is when I get off of work to cake this up. This is the Christmassy Yarn Club Year 2, and it's the December colorway, Happy Little Christmas. It is a 6-stripe repeat. So my goal is when I get off of work to cake this up. And I want to get all of the things that I need for it. I'm going to try to do 2 at a time, but not like 2 at a time on Magic Loop. I'm pretty sure they're right here. Yeah, I've got plenty of 9-inch circulars. So I'm going to, you know what? Let's just do it right now. A 3 and a 3. We've got 2 3s, and then I'll get the stitch markers when we get there or whatever. But I want to get a row, I want to get a cast on and 1 row today. Like that is what I would like to, that gives me the ability to like pick it up in the morning and just go. So I want to do like cuff, cuff, leg, leg, heel, heel, gusset, gusset, foot, foot, toe, toe. That's my goal. That's the hope. That's the plan. And I really want to be done by the time I go to bed on Sunday night. So let's see if we can do it. It's going to be caked up at the end of work. I have a couple of plans after work too. I need to go to the grocery store. I'd like to go to a meeting. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit one up tonight because I do have a couple of things that I need to get done, but I would like to also try to get a walk in if I can. We'll see. I also still have like other knitting and crocheting that I want to get done. So I have all these things that I want to get done, that I want to be working on. I feel like there is just never enough time in the day. But we're going to keep on going. We're going to just keep on going. So I actually have been busy at work today too. Like I've had a bunch of stuff that I've needed to like work on, which is partly also why I'm a little bit late filming this portion. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go do that and get to it. The Gracie lady is sleeping on the couch right over here. She's got her head over and her paw over her nose. That means she's really, really sleeping. So I'm just gonna get back up on the couch and sit next to her, watch some Vlogmases, get my work all done, get some knitting done. That sounds like a perfect plan. And then I'll probably check back in later once I bring out the Swift. Sorry. Once I bring out the Swift, I'll most likely jump back on so I can show you guys how I'm going to split this into 2 cakes so I can knit both of them. Unless I want to do one from the inside and one from the outside, that could also be really fun. We'll see though. You know what? We're just gonna see how I feel when we get there. But I need 2 ends at least to start these. So yeah. But I think that's all for now. I hope you guys like the videos that have been coming up. I hope you guys like the stuff. If you want, like, subscribe, follow, all the things. So I hope that your Friday, probably your Saturday, is going well. Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock on the 6th of December. I'm going to combine days 5 and 6 together because I completely forgot to film anything yesterday other than opening my Advents. I did, however, get all of the knitting done that I wanted to do. Let me show you. The Freckled Whimsy socks. They're turning out lovely. the Always Be Kind yarn socks. Beautiful. I got the cuffs done on my DK socks. I am just going to follow Crazy Sock Lady's DK vanilla sock pattern on 9-inch circulars. So I've got 10 rounds of cuff. I'm going to do 30 rounds of leg and then a slip stitch heel flap and gusset. I'm going to just use this for the whole thing. I'm not doing any contrast heels, toes, cuffs, any of that. Got all that done. And I did get my Advent crochet project worked on. And I got some more of my Bolton Pass hat worked on. But I did completely forget to film anything yesterday. I had a lot of stuff go on. I don't even know if I'm going to get much content filmed today because I just feel like sitting around and knitting and or crocheting. And I actually just spent the last half an hour on my phone doing what we do on our phones and doom scrolling through old Facebook reels because, you know, why not? Just found the Midwestern Mom and salads that are not really salads. Oh my gosh, she's great. I love her. So yeah, I'll open the rest of my Advents later. I kind of just want to work on my DK socks. I'm going to start watching some Vlogmases. I've got, here, let me turn this around. I've got 72 Stitches or Knit All the Yarn podcast. That's Lisa, by the way. She's great. She's hilarious. One of my favorites to watch. But I'm gonna start with her. Yeah. And I'm really just not super feeling it today. So I am just gonna sit and knit and crochet. It's my day off. I don't have a whole lot that I have to do today or tomorrow. I might bake some cookies. I might not. I did think about this when I got my coffee. I want to show you my mug. My absolute favorite mug of all time. Normalize sobriety. For those of you that don't know, I've been sober for 15 years. Thank God. Thank the God of my own understanding and my higher power, because I don't know where I would be if I wasn't sober. I was doing a lot of bad stuff in my late teens and early 20s. And normalizing sobriety is important. We don't have to drink and use alcohol and drugs of any kind to have a good life. We don't. I tried. It didn't work. But normalizing it, and when someone says something to you like, no, I don't drink, don't ask why. Just say, oh, okay, would you like water instead? Or some other non-alcoholic drink? Just make it normal. You know, if you're going to have food that was cooked in alcohol and you know someone who isn't drinking, maybe have another option for them, or don't cook it with alcohol. You know, like it's little things like that why not? Some people call me selfish for that. Some people have said, you know, it's not, and I understand it's not your job to manage my issues, but at the same time, consideration is awfully nice. Not sure why I got on this tangent, but it is very important to me. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. I'm never going to tell you you can't. What I am going to say, though, is I can't. So I'm going to do what I need to do to protect my personal sobriety. And I think it should be normalized. In the culture that we have today, people are dying in droves of alcoholism and drug addiction. And we don't have to anymore. Like, we don't have to do that anymore. There is help. There is a solution. There is a way to get well. Also, I really hate the stigma on addicts and alcoholics because we're not bad people. Some of us are bad people, but we're not bad people. We're sick and we're trying to get well. I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but it felt important to apparently get on here and talk about it because it is something that is very near and dear to me, obviously. And if these last 5 minutes offend you, I'm sorry, but I'm not. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to sit and knit and watch some Vlogmas, and not sorry, but I needed to say it. Good morning. It is Sunday the 7th. I only filmed that one short little video yesterday. I knit until about 5 o'clock, and then I just put it down. My hands hurt. I was tired. I'm going to combine Saturday, probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because why not? Yeah, I think that's what I mean. Sorry, I'm tired. This week was tiring for me. But I'm going to get ready to go. I work at the yarn stop. I work at the yarn shop today, from noon to 4. And it's, well, I don't even know where my watch is. I think it's like 9:30, 9:30, almost 10, something like that. I'm going to take a quick shower, get ready. Hopefully I can film opening the advents because I haven't done that. I didn't do yesterday's or today's, so I'm a little bit behind, but I have the legs done on my DK socks. Probably not going to finish them today. It's all right. My hands were hurting. I did nothing but knit on Thursday and Friday and most of yesterday, so like my hands hurt and I needed a little bit of a break. So it is what it is, and I'm not going to be upset about it. So yeah, I will talk to you all in a little bit. Good evening. It is Elizabeth with Run with Hooks and Yarn. Whew, it has been a weekend. It is 6:30 on Sunday night, December the 7th. Haven't posted a video in a couple days. And it is what it is. I feel like I had a lot of stuff going on, but I didn't, and then felt like I was just way too overloaded, so my executive dysfunction kicked in, and it was like, nope, just go to sleep. And then I couldn't sleep either, so whatever. We are going to open the 6th and the 7th on all of our advents. I'm gonna give you a little knitting update on where I'm at with my projects, and I'm gonna call it good and just be okay and continue to get done what I'm getting done. And just not be mad at myself, because I really wanted to be mad at myself. I put all these deadlines on myself and then didn't make them. So of course I get mad at myself, and I don't want to do that anymore. So let's start trying that. So let's get to it. I have not drank any tea, so I still have these two. I have the green tea with roasted rice, and I have the lover's tea. The lover's tea is black tea with apples and spices. So let's get out our tea advent, which is right here, and open the 6th and the 7th. Can't find them. Found them. They're both on this back page. So 6th. This is Dreamy Tea, oolong, flowers, and lemon. Look how good that looks. And the saying, or the little note says, travel, like dreams, is a door that opens from the real world into a world that is yet to be discovered. And then 7 is St. James OP, a strong, full-bodied black tea. That sounds like it's right up my alley. There we go. And the little note with it says, in all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Aristotle. Those are good. I'm excited. Have the teas open. We might just make a cup tonight. We'll see. Again, not going to get mad at myself if it doesn't happen. Eventually, it'll all happen. So let's open this one. Day 6. I think it's going to be yarn again. It is. And it's pink. So we have gotten white, red, green, black, blue, pink in yarn. Let's check out day 7. Anyone want to guess what color of yarn it's probably going to be? It's brown. It's brown.
Don't forget to take out your trash cans.
It is almost like a gingerbready brown. It's very pretty. I'm enjoying all these just little bits of yarn. I wonder if I just need to like put them in a like triangle granny square or granny's shawl to just have them all in one place. That would be pretty too. Or the ornaments still. All right, so we have that one done. I finished Saturday's picture, or Saturday's color. I cannot remember what it was called though. I'm sorry. The one slur from the Lorax. That's right, the one slur. So here is the one slur. It is a green and black. It gives some kind of Halloween vibes, but it's so pretty. And this kind of just still looks like a snake. But here it is so far. We've got 5 colors on here. Gonna need to add 2. So let's open those 2 colors. Day 6, and this is, just to make sure everyone knows, this is the Fiber Seed 24-day advent calendar, a Whoville Christmas. So, don't want to look at it. This one's the Lorax. So I'm going to guess some yellows and oranges. Yes, it is. It is yellows and oranges. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love this color. I don't think I can wear this color very well, but I love it. So let's open day 7. It is Clover from Horton Here's a Who. Ooh, this one is very pretty. It's like a pinky, purpley, half and half, because it's pinky purpley here, but then on this side it's got some whites with some speckles in it. So pretty. So we're gonna get these added to the Crochet Northeasterly when we can. Obviously, I'm gonna need to wind them up to get them added, and it'll get done when it gets done. So let's talk about projects. The hat that I was working on, the Boston Pass hat. Boston or Bolston? It's one of the two. Boston or Bolston Pass. I always forget the name of it. Here's where I am. I've got the ribbing all done, and it is a half twisted rib. And then half of the front portion of it, as it goes up, is going to have twisted rib. And then the other part of it is going to be stockinette. I'm still really enjoying this project. I've just not been working on it. Mostly because this weekend was a lot for me mentally and emotionally, and like I was saying earlier, my executive function just kind of told me to take a nap. My hands also hurt. So I'm still really loving the project. I love the way it looks. So as I keep going, I'll keep working on it. I do have my DK socks that I started on Friday. The goal was to get them done by tonight, and I was well on the way to do that until about 3 o'clock yesterday when my hands were hurting. So this is the Freckled Whimsy Christmassy Club, year 2, and it's the first month. It is a 6-color repeat, and I have the legs done on both. They are both ready to start a heel. I think I could have completed the legs and the heel flapping gussets yesterday, but my hands hurt, and I didn't. And then when I was at the Sunday, every other Sunday, I work at Yarn It and Haberdashery in Grandview, Ohio, and we were busy today, and I didn't have any time to really work on anything, so these sat. But we're still working on them, and we're going to get them done as soon as we can. I just can't do, apparently, a pair of DK socks over the weekend. Although I bet if I did it during the week, it would probably work. Having a little more structure with like a work day and everything seems to be much better for me. Weekends, I kind of just pitter out, but maybe that's just something I need to work on. So there's that project. I did get a couple of rows done on the candy cane socks. They are 2 rows away. This one sock is about 2 rows away from being ready for the heel. Again, I'm just going to do the traditional heel flap and gusset, slip stitch heel flap and gusset. And then my colory socks, not really sure what's happening. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have about 7.5. I have 6 days on them. So I'm not really all that behind, but I am. So here are the Freckled Whimsy ones. And they're so pretty. Like, I love how they are knitting up. I'm just a little bit behind. And then the other ones that I'm doing, the Always Be Kind yarn ones. Don't want to they do have 7 colors. So maybe if I can get a color put on tonight. You can't really see that color. It's kind of dark in here, I'm sorry. But it's coming out beautiful. The last color was this tealy bluish green. It's not really showing up on camera. Maybe in better light tomorrow. But I have them both at the same spot. So these are, like, we're just kind of trucking along on these, and I am going to hit up a Zoom meeting this evening because I think my mental health needs it, and then I'm also going to have dinner, and I'm probably going to try to go to bed early tonight so I can get up and I have a list of things that I need to get done for tomorrow. I actually have it. Here's the uber important stuff that has to get done. And then I can put everything else on it. But one of the things that I struggle with is never giving myself any grace and being hard on myself all the time. And I justify it by saying, everyone else gives me grace. Everyone else gives me, gives me that grace and gives me that kindness. Like, I need to be hard on myself so I get my own stuff done. And in all reality, like, I just need to hold myself accountable to myself. But I do need to give myself some grace. So I don't want to continue to, like, feel like I'm so overwhelmed all the time. I think that's also kind of why the video that I actually recorded yesterday that you probably just saw before this was a little spicy. And not spicy like it was bad, just spicy like it's a real subject that some people don't talk about, and it's important to me. So I do want to just say, if it was too much for you, I deeply apologize. But if you know anyone, or you are struggling with any of those issues, don't hesitate to reach out. I will happily do what I can to help, even if that's just being a listening ear. I feel like I could keep talking, but I also know that my Zoom meeting starts in about 20 minutes, and I would like to get myself something to eat beforehand, because I think, or maybe just get a little project set up so I can work on it while the meeting is going on. So that's going to be all for me. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Ooh, maybe I can get this edited and put up before the Zoom meeting, or schedule it for tomorrow morning to be put up. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Try to get my center back, and we'll be back. So I hope all of you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.